Rap Shit, episode 8, Something for the Road.
Which was the season finale. I didn't even realize it until like the last 10 minutes of the show. I was like, oh, this feels very finale-ish.
Same. We start with Reina Reign doing her best Whoa Vicky impression.
Yeah, fuck you talking about. Missus put that shit on. Fuck you talking about. Period. Pussy that hoe can never.
My pussy tastes like greens and beans from your mama house is such a nasty quote from a snow roach. And I'm not the only one who thinks so because the internet clearly wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah, man. I didn't think anything could get more cringy than Shawna's performance last week, but then they popped up right there in our face with it. They really made us stare at it for a long time. Yeah. I was like, oh, they're going to cut away soon. They're going to cut away soon. They're going to cut away. Please cut away from this nonsense.
The City Girls theme song at the beginning was random.
Right.
Like, I was just like, you have a theme song now? That's a thing now? Where'd that come from? Shawna starts the episode bullshitting on IG like everything is perfectly fine when it ain't, because Mia's not even hitting her back at this point.
Nope.
Mia and Lamont are laid up the next morning. Problematic because Lamont wasn't supposed to still be there the next morning when their daughter woke up, so he hops out the window.
Hey, fam, I'm not running from my child. I'll go hide in the bathroom, under the covers, whatever you need me to do, but I am not booking it out the house like your mama just came in.
Right.
I'm not doing
Unnecessary. Shawna shows up for work because, don't get it twisted, rappers still got to eat on the come up. She notices Maurice isn't there, and a coworker explains that not only has she been there, done that, but that Shawna shouldn't get too attached because Maurice is always going to look out for Maurice.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see about that. Yeah.
Chastity and her OG pimp uncle, I think, compares Shawna and Mia to hoes because at the end of the day, they have a product that is Chastity's job to sell.
I appreciate you, Unc, for preaching wisdom. If you wouldn't mind taking a look around you and seeing where all of that tough talk about selling the product has gotten you. Like, fam, is he the most successful guy to be giving this kind of advice? But I mean, she internalizes it. At that point, I was just hoping she didn't run up to Shawna or Mia and
try to strong arm her way back into the business.
Right, yeah. Exactly. Watch who you take advice from. Check out the results of their advice before you just hang on to their coattails.
Mia is clearly pissed at Shawna for taking her moment and says that she's done with her. But what the fuck else does Mia have without the group? OnlyFans?
Yeah, that she done got. It's so interesting to see how like women congregate and then like they just kind of feed whatever the first emotion is. Like whatever your first feeling about a situation is, at least in this show. Right? I don't want to generalize for every female everywhere. I'm just saying, at least in this show, it's like whatever emotion Mia is initially feeling, the only thing that the people around her do is exacerbate that emotion. Mm-hmm. They just make it bigger than what it even was before you start talking to these people. It's not, all right, let's see. Is it really like that? Like you really, you know what I'm saying? You really got to be like that? Or, is it really that bad? Can you see it from her perspective? Now, this instance was very easy for them to feed, though, because it was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, there's no perspective where Shawna is coming out good in this. But it's just like, so just chalk it, like, all together? Mm-hmm. Just fuck it? It's over with? Like, that don't make no sense.
Chastity calls Shawna and Shawna declines, but what the fuck else does Shawna have without the group? The mask? And apparently Cliff, who she texts hey to.
She's gross. She's gross for that.
Yep.
Absolutely nasty.
Yep.
Why, bro? For what? Hey, how is he gonna make you feel better about any of this?
Like he's a fuck nigga.
And then he only just gonna come back and I told you so you to death.
Yeah.
Why would you?
He's gonna continue to fuck nigga you to death.
She's very wishy-washy. It's like she wants to be liked a lot.
Yeah.
She wants to be liked a lot. Mm-hmm. But then the people who genuinely like her, she like fucks them over or blows them off or, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's really weird how she seeks attention from those who ain't paying her no fucking attention.
At the end of the day, she's very full of herself.
Because when Cliff was on her back about trying to get her out there to come see him and all that other stuff, she wasn't paying that nigga no attention. Mm-hmm. Right? And then you go to Mia. They done started this group together, and now that she done got up in her head and got big as fuck Mia. Chastity come in, get y'all some shows, get you here, get you there, and you gotta complain to Chastity about the goddamn about the girls there working, which is the only reason why you're there in the first place.
Yeah.
You so busy trying to impress people who are not impressed by you that you kind of you disregard the people that are there working for you that actually genuinely like you.
Yeah. Maurice FaceTimes Shawna and explains that this whole time he was in jail. Shawna has the nerve to ask for what?
Nigga. Yo, she start fucking spazzing. And so I'm sitting there looking at it like, I mean, bruh, you probably good unless he went in there and snitched on you. I'm like, you probably good, bro. Why you tripping? Just relax. Like, he been in jail. Oh, but he's out now. That's what I would have been thinking about. How the fuck you get out, nigga?
Facts.
Talking to me on this fucking phone.
Then Maurice gives strangely specific explanations on how Shawna should chill, and she decides that it's the best thing to do, seemingly.
They was talking in code. I didn't catch it the first time, but they were talking in code. Yeah.
Still didn't catch it.
Yep. They were.
Oh, so is that why she...
That's why he said you should just go home and take a bath, telling her to wash everything.
Got it.
Yep.
Gonna have to erase my later note. Pretty V pulls up on Chastity, and she ain't trying to hear V's bullshit. Since she's the pimp, Chastity wants V to understand that she runs shit, not Pretty V.
I don't know, man. His shit worked, but it was like she just manipulated that girl. She ain't got shit else. She ain't got nowhere to go, and she really talking some real shit, kinda, until she get to the whole shit about the group. That just sounds like jealousy. Mm-hmm. But the shit about the girls, like, nigga, we not working for free.
Yeah.
Or we not supposed to be. Yeah. So at that point, she should have either chalked it or just stood her ground, find a new pimp, something. But that mind control shit, that shit is weak. But I did think I like that they showed it from her perspective, because it can kind of work on this idea that the relationship dynamics that leads people to be taken advantage of or manipulated are not so neatly defined along gender lines as people would like to think. Mm-hmm. That idea of masculinity or even toxic masculinity can go well on beyond that of a man. You know, sometimes when you think about this stuff or you talking about it constantly, you start to form an idea of what the face of it is. And when you think masculinity or manipulation or anything like that within a relationship, it's not typically you think of women, you know? And that's exactly what this was. It was no different than a dude forcing a girl to stay with him for any reason, any manipulative reason. I pay for this. I take care of your kids. You live with me. Blah, yada, yada. You don't eat without me. Right? It's just as gross. Mm-hmm. It's just as gross.
Mia pulls up to G5, a premier adult club. Mia then receives bottles from Cash Chaser the Goat, but doesn't end up going to talk to him. And then her and her friends go into this weird mantra of, we keep in the bottles. We keep in the bottles. I was thoroughly annoyed by that.
Hey, fam. I guess that's just young rich nigga shit, because I'm definitely not. Oh, you not coming over? No. Hey. No, bring that shit back. Bring it back. No, that was for us to share together. Oh shit! The hell?
Yeah, no.
But I guess you know
he does worse things later on, but we'll get into that.
Oh boy.
Shawna, afraid that the feds are about to pull up for some reason, has a library of cards in her iCloud.
Yeah, that's nuts. Like that, she's not already just deleting them as you go. That's insane.
Yeah.
Unless you're just about to be permanently pulling from all of these people's cards, like, let them bitches go.
Well, considering the fact that when they dispute something on the card, they usually send you another card with a completely different number and all that information.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shawna throws away the mask, the fro, her rhymes.
When she grabbed that mask, fam, I thought, I was like, oh my gosh, she went to freestyle again.
I did too.
Oh my gosh, she hasn't learned her lesson. She's getting ready to go live again.
Definitely thought that was about to happen.
I'm a scheming ass bitch. And now they own me. Feds watching. Because they got the homie.
Saying that with the mask on is wild. She throws away the mask, the fro, her rhymes, and then receives a text from Cliff saying, "Hey, I miss you."
Gross.
Top 5 most cringiest things that have happened in the show thus far.
Why the fuck? Why? For what reason? What do you miss about him?
No, he texted her, "Hey, I miss you."
Oh, okay.
After she texted
yeah, you right. Bruh, I thought her box was trash. I thought she couldn't rap, and you was trying to break up with her for months. What happened to all of that?
Gone out the window.
Oh my
Just like Lamont
God,
earlier.
it's like this entire season built up. I was like, okay, all right, what's about that? And then we literally just slid all the way back down the slide. Back to square one, where all of this shit started for Shawna.
Cash Chaser Goat pulls up in a Bentley and asks to kick it with Mia wherever she's going, while Mia's friends in the back talking about, "Tell him to take us to Nobu." Relax. Relax. The clip of Mia without Shawna at the club makes its way onto IG, along with comments of people asking what happened to the group, which is natural. Chastity texts the group and says they all need to talk.
Yeah, because she's looking at this shit like, all right, yeah, y'all fucking tripping. Let's get this shit together. You ever watch two people communicate through the internet without saying anything to each other?
Yes.
I felt like that. Well, not two people communicating, but that's kind of what was happening with Mia in the club and all that petty shit. I don't fuck with no bitches, but these bitches.
Yeah, that was.
Why y'all gotta be so petty? Just fight.
You know?
Just pull up to a park, fight, dap him up, and then leave. You know, that's what guys do. Girls take to the internet. I'm just saying, like, if you really my friend, I feel like blah 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 blah, and you shouldn't blah 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 blah. But I'm unbothered.
Niggas do that shit too.
Do they?
Yeah, weird niggas, but niggas do that shit.
I was about to say, I don't be on IG that much, so I wouldn't know.
Shawna is meeting with Francois Boom.
Reina Reign needs some black
boost.
cover. Yeah, she needs some black cover because people aren't responding to her blackface like they responded to Aquafina.
The meeting starts off very awkward, but Shawna explains that Boom was right and that they should start over.
I hate a person who follow their morals. Or doesn't follow their morals, excuse me. I hate a person who don't stick to what they say. You had all that pride, you had all that, you got a taste of fame, you see it slipping, now you ready to go right back to the nigga who had you doing shit that you didn't want to do in the first place. It's the reason why all this shit slowed down for you, because you wanted to do something, whether or not you gave a fair input or to him or not, that's something different. But again, the gist of it was, I don't want to shake ass for dollars. Now you gonna be a backup ass shaker to a white girl using black voice. Sorry, not black face, black voice.
Yeah. Yep.
That's where you at with it. You started out a rap purist. You literally took over you and Mia's performance so that you could you could showcase yourself to whoever's manager, right? But now you full blown sweetie. I hope we're not at a junction where like we're gonna start normalizing or start like, oh well, it's okay. She realized that all of that stuff, like no. I'm not saying like that part of female rap is not okay. What I'm saying is that was not her. That's not what she wanted to do. And even though she may have not have been so gracious about it with her former manager, she still was on her shit. She still stuck by her word, her moral code. Now, what's the moral of the story? Let that shit go and do what you got to do, no matter what. Is that where we at with it? I hope not.
Mia's friends are trying their hardest to seduce and scheme Cash Chaser's friends, but the GOAT explains that them niggas are broke. Broke.
Yeah, hater for that.
Super hater.
Like,
those are your friends.
Yeah, damn. You ain't have to tell them right now. Tell them later.
Right. Things seem to be working for Mr. GOAT when it comes to Mia, and they get very serious when Fam explains how he went to juvie in the 9th grade. The development for Cash Chaser seems extremely rushed, and I would have loved for that conversation to maybe be fleshed out.
Days later, not the night of y'all's first date, this nigga told you that he murdered a man when he was 12 years old. What? Conversation over. I gotta go. I got boo-boo. Gotta go home. The fuck are you talking about? And then, oh my God. And then the justification of being so enamored was, my daddy locked up in jail too.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not trying to belittle anybody's real life experiences. Falling in love behind murder is sadistic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga's trying to spit game to you, and he told you, and then had the nerve to be like, "Don't be like that. You told her you just murdered somebody at 12."
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I guess I don't have a problem with being honest at some level.
No, he told her, but it's like you said, there was no build up to that. Like if they'd have went on a couple of days and you're like, "Hey yo, I'm really feeling you, but I have something to tell you." You know what I'm saying? There's something about me that you should know. That shit should not have come off as smooth as, yeah, I stole some shoes when I was in high school, got in trouble, you know, young nigga shit.
No, I caught a body.
Nigga, you caught a body. Like what?
Yeah, no.
Excuse me, you the knight in shining armor? What the hell is this? Yeah. I do think there's gonna be more to it. It's just we are moving very quickly in this show. I feel like it should be at least a 40-minute show. This
that happened way too fast.
This 30-minute shit is jarring at some point.
It happened too fast for like the scene there, but then overall it all just happened way too fast.
Like 1 minute he's telling you about his first murder, the next minute y'all taking photos and selfies, and he's making you feel like the most wonderful princess in the world.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's when two fans pull up and take a picture of bro with flash. The nerve of them taking pictures with flash right in front of them was nuts to me. But then they want pictures. Bro mentions that they should listen to Shawna and Mia and that they should take pictures with Mia. But I also want to mention that this scene would have probably been much more epic if they were two niggas, because niggas be groupies. Niggas be groupies just as much as females be groupies.
Yeah, because you see, well, okay, overdue, sure. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Let me get a picture, bro. What up, big bro? Let me get a picture, bro.
I thought that would have just been much more impactful,
sure.
But you know, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Fetty Wap with 2 eyes wants to turn down Drink Champs to kick it with Mia. Problem number 1, I've never known Drink Champs to do an interview with relatively new artists. They typically ask for storied artists to give their flowers
I think
to.
that he's portraying a relative. Well, no. Well, I don't know. We don't know what his relative stature is in the show. So maybe he's a big deal. Maybe he's like Little Baby.
Would Drink Champs do an episode with Little Baby?
But then,
eventually,
you don't think so?
Eventually, but is he? Like, I feel like they do the interviews with people who are like storied artists.
That nigga Noriega loves the controversy. So if he can get Lil Baby in there to talk about Miss London and everything going on with YSL,
okay,
yes, he loves the controversy.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. Number 2, Trick Daddy here thinks being extra is giving a girl he doesn't know $100K for no real reason. I thought that was crazy.
Run. First of all, if he is a new rapper, that's probably the spending money for the week. These rappers do not, they carrying around that Louis bag with everything that's supposed to be in their bank account. Like, stop letting these niggas let you think that all of them are millionaires, because they're not. So if he is a relatively new artist, right, you already driving a Bentley, so you probably, probably leasing it. Most likely. Unless they're trying to establish him as some multi-platinum recording artist, and that we just, like a new character. They haven't done a lot to establish who he is in the game, so it's kind of hard to call. But giving a girl you met tonight 100 racks is insane. The red flags are like popping the fuck off, and she just in love. All she see is hard eyes.
Plus, we give some random chick $100K, but your friends are broke.
What is going on? It's like it ain't one brain cell in that car. Y'all could be the new Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who the fuck? What? Huh? Who is this nigga?
That is a red flag if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, bro. Like, hold on. You just told me your homeboy's broke. What the fuck you want for this 100,000? What do you want?
Yep.
I don't know, man. Like, she just seems overly starstruck, which is kind of disappointing because you're supposed to be a star too.
Mia meets with Chastity and Shawna pulls up. Chastity explains some real shit about being there for them and not wanting to let their egos get them fucked up, Shawna.
I was a little surprised by this speech.
Yeah.
Much more subdued than I thought it was going to
Yes.
be, given what Unc said.
Yeah, she had much more liberty to be a little bit more forceful if she wanted to be. But no, she kept it pretty professional.
Yep.
Shawna continues to laugh at the sentiment that Chastity put them where they need to be, but Mia explains that she's right about ego.
Yeah.
Mia then goes on to explain that she knows what she brings to the table because, like it or not, even though she might not write everything, she does bring something to the table.
Well, yeah, the legitimacy, the street cred. Because without her, you kind of awkward.
The sex appeal.
Yeah, sex appeal. You're a little awkward by yourself.
For sure.
It just kind of is what it is.
Shawna explains that they can go on a paid tour with Reina Reign. Mia doesn't want to do anything without Chastity because Mia trusts
Chastity
Great
more than she
move.
trusts you.
Great move.
More than she trusts you. Because you can at least trust that Chastity not going to get in no situation where she get cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So she's going to be on the money. She's going to be on the business side of it. She's going to be paying attention to that more than she's going to be paying attention to all the fucking celebrities and everything that Shawna seemed to have her nose all up in the air about, and everything Mia seemed to have her nose all the way in the air about.
I think it's a great move because obviously Shawna had to go through somebody to get said tour. So obviously she has somebody over her shoulder watching her. You probably need somebody watching your back as well.
So is that how it was working now? Bro is her manager and Cassidy is Mia's manager?
I don't think that's the case. I don't know if Francois Boom is.
I don't even understand how the relationship between Francois and Chastity is going to work now, because they've so much as solidified Chastity as their manager, right? So then where does that leave
Francois Boom is a producer.
He was Shawna's former manager, so is he not going to be involved in that way again?
Was he
or
her
what?
manager, or was he also just a producer for her? I don't know.
I kind of feel like if it was just he was making the songs for her, then where's the beef if he wanted to stop working with you? I don't feel like it would have been so much of a...
Because who's she getting beats from? She's not getting them from one of her loyal friends, one of her old-time friends.
I don't know. Because does a producer have the say-so to try to change your look or your image? That seems
Not
more of like a
ultimately,
manager.
But they can
kinda
probably
thing.
suggest some things. I don't know. And maybe he does play both roles. It's possible.
Sounds like somebody who represents you as opposed to somebody who's working with you. If I'm working with you, you do whatever the fuck you want. I'll just do my part.
But there are definitely historically producers who take over managerial tasks
Duties?
as well. Yeah,
That seems like a conflict. Because
maybe
as a producer, you have a hand in actually creating the art.
Yeah.
But as a manager, you're supposed to be managing the talent.
Yeah, I don't think it's an exclusive, like, I manage you and I produce you. But, like, think of, like, what Quincy Jones did for Michael Jackson. Like,
But see, I don't think Quincy
produced
Jones...
for him,
Okay, well...
but I'm sure he did some I'm sure he provided Michael
Or like
Jackson with
Dre
some
and
connections
Eminem or Eminem and 50, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So Mia turns down Lamont seemingly for Cash Chaser the GOAT. Shawna and Mia make an IG story to announce the tour with Reina Reign. Shawna
Gross.
goes to get glasses to celebrate, and her homegirl from the hotel says she's being asked for by the police. Very reminiscent of JT, by the way.
Yeah.
JT was...
So then, you know what? I have to
Scamming.
shout out somebody who said this a couple weeks ago, because I think we had it flipped. Like that Mia was the JT.
Yeah. I think you said...
Did I say Shawna was the JT?
You said somebody was Young Miami.
Definitely, yeah. Shawna is the JT, and Young Miami would be Mia. Which it just seems more clear now than even what it did in the first.
Yeah.
Obviously, because she got fucking arrested.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. Who were JT and Young Miami headlining for? Out of Miami, a white girl out of Miami.
I don't think there was an actual white girl I don't think there was an actual white girl, but I do remember for a while, obviously JT was locked up and Young Miami was going.
Were they headlining Iggy Azalea?
Well, maybe. Who knows?
Or not headlining? Were they opening act? There you go.
But yeah, no. I mean, it's possible that City Girls did something for that.
For
I don't
Iggy.
know. It's possible. But who's out here looking for an Iggy tour?
10 years ago, everybody was.
That's fair. That's fair.
They were completely enamored with her when she had that Grand Hustle stamp.
That's a fact. The extra credit scene of Shawna running from the police in heels was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Jesus.
Stupid, but hilarious. I thought it was
Damn,
funny.
you done sold out. Now you going to jail. Somebody sacrificed you, baby girl.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Maurice always looks out for Maurice.
Somebody sacrificed you, baby girl.
I don't think that
How
hotel...
did she got so comfortable too, and it's like you didn't ask him no follow-up questions. How did you get out of jail? Did you tell them anything about me? Do I have anything to worry about? You just went back to life like nothing happened.
Yeah, especially after throwing the phone the way you did. It seemed like you would probably felt some kind of way about all that, but...
I was so nervous that I threw my phone on the bus, went home, and immediately deleted all the cards, but then proceeded to ask 0 questions from that point on.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, he got your ass. Got your ass.
I don't think that hotel employee knew what she was talking about when she said Maurice always looks out for Maurice. But
she
called it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she
I
did.
think she was referring to relationship-wise, but
no, nigga.
boy, howdy.
That would have been my first question. So how you get out?
Yeah.
Shawna over here, too worried about fucking Cliff. Cliff for real?
Cliff and Reina Reign.
Nah, I bet Cliff don't come put nothing on your commissary. He ain't gonna come visit you. He might come visit you one time and tell you do not contact him no more.
I can see that.
Him and Fatima and the
Jill
girl that
from
worked
Spotify?
Jill from Spotify are in a polyamorous relationship now, and they don't need you.
Yeah, he'll take the worst opportune time to shit on her for no reason.
Oh yeah, he will. Yes, he will because he's Cliff.
Yes. Awful. Any other thoughts
Kind
about...
of mad they named this man Cliff. They could have named him anything else in the book, but Cliff.
Yeah, they should have named him Tyrone.
Cliff has taken enough to his
Jamal.
legacy. Not fucking Terrence or Clarence.
Terrence.
Or he looks like a Bobby. Looks like a black Bobby.
I don't like
Or a Steven.
Steven? Okay, I can see
Looks like
Steven.
a Steven or a Chester.
Carlton.
A Carl. He looks like a David.
Preston.
Isaiah. That's a good racially ambiguous name.
Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts about Rap Shit episode 8? The season finale?
Cringy, but less. Well, I don't even know. Probably equally as cringy as the last episode. Not in the way that like I don't want to watch it. Just in like the embarrassment was so high that I had to look away.
There were some pretty bad moments here.
I don't know where the hell we go from here. Is they gonna actually show Shawna in jail? That would be interesting.
It works out for her cred, her street cred out here.
Sure.
But
And yeah, what happens? What happens now? This is an interesting way of telling this story because we went kind of fast. I feel like.
well,
So
8
season
episodes.
2, 8 episodes, all of them 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
feels a little quick, but
Apparently, Issa Rae said that she had tried to push for longer episodes, but they wouldn't give them to her.
well, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on at Warner Brothers right now, so
For sure.
I'll just chalk that up to another unfortunate cut. I do think that they could have done with some more time. At least equal the time that you're spending on the Insecure episodes on this because it does feel a little bit compacted. And so some of these moments that I think are meant to be more profound and hit home a little bit more are coming off as a little quick. Like the situation with Lamont. Like, damn, that's how easy it was. A nigga with some money just flash out. I know that's not the way that it's supposed to come out, but like that's literally what happened. She spent 20 minutes with a man with some money and immediately threw her baby's father to the curb.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I don't think that's what she was trying to show us, but that's what we ended up getting. You know, so I don't know. First season down, maybe she'll do some adjusting in the second season to try and make it feel a little bit more cohesive. All in all, though, I feel like this was a decent start to the series. I like the characters. I'm invested somewhat, and I'm interested to see what it's gonna do in season 2.
Agreed. I agree on all accounts. Looking to see what the next hit from Shawna and Mia is. Well, I guess that technically they have
About to do a Locked Up remix.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I could see them doing that though, because every song has been a remix of something.
Yeah.
So far, which is typical of female rap. But
anyways, tell us your thoughts. What did you think about episode 8 of Rap Shit? Tell us in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and come back next season for another Rap Shit review. But we got plenty of shows in the meantime for you to watch with us as well.
absolutely, make sure you check out the playlist of everything we talked about. Rap Shit. We did a 1 through 5 review, and then we went on to do 6, 7, and obviously 8. So make sure you check out that playlist. And then, like you said, subscribe, because we will be talking about plenty of different TV shows and movies, specifically black TV shows. But make sure you check us out.